So Twitter have announced a new anti-harassment safety mode feature for the people that can dish it out but can't handle the shit coming back to them. I mean, safety mode, it's safe space mode. Just call it what it is. Safe space mode, trademarked exclusively for the people that just, they can't handle the fact they've said some stupid shit and people have called them out on it. You know, the people that as soon as someone talks back to them, they go, "Oh, I'm being attacked. I'm being literally attacked." But as these sane people go after people trying to cancel them and shit, they get to go, "Oh, well, now I'm being attacked." But they seem to always be rolling out something new. Me personally, I do not care about that much about Twitter. I go on it for the memes and funny shit like that. Other than that, it's fucking waste of time platform. I probably spend about 5-10 minutes a day on it. I'm not the type that just stares at my fucking phone all day. I think it's best just going with the flow. If you get kicked off, you get kicked off. Who cares? But I mean, all we're waiting for is the alternative to Twitter that can actually beat Twitter and be actually a better platform than Twitter. Because there's not really that much you can do on Twitter. So there is ways for an alternative to come and just do everything better plus more. You did have Parler, but that got shut down. I was never on it, but I don't think it really... I think it just done the same as Twitter, I think. But I suppose it is just waiting for an alternative to come along. But let's get into it anyway. Twitter is stepping up its efforts to help users experience and harassment protect themselves. Protect themselves for words written on a screen. The social media company on Wednesday announced the test of a new feature called Safe Space Mode, which aims to help users prevent being overwhelmed by harmful tweets and unwanted replies and mentions. The feature will temporarily block accounts from interacting with users, but yeah, that's pointless because these people already block you anyway. So they temporarily block accounts from interacting with users to whom they have sent harmful language or repeated and uninvited replies or mentions. We want you to enjoy healthy conversations. Well, Twitter, that's not the platform you created. I've never once seen... the only thing people do on this is argue. That's the only thing that goes on from at least what I see. I try to stay away from... I'm not going to sit and debate someone where you're not going to change their mind anyway. So it usually just results in, just mock them. That's about all you can do. So this test is one way we're limiting overwhelming and unwelcome interactions that can interrupt those conversations. Are people that... Is it that hard for people not to respond to someone if they're having a conversation and someone jumps in and goes, "You're talking shit, mate"? It's like you don't have to respond. I wouldn't go out of my way to block anyone or remove... I don't really care. A lot of people on Twitter just have thin skin. Which is always surprising, because I'm only in my 20s. I'm 26, and see words and shit, they roll off me like fucking water. It doesn't really bother me. But for people on Twitter that can't handle it, you think you need to grow some thick skin. Because seeing words on a screen, it ain't shit to me. Our goal is to better protect the individual on the receiving end of tweets by reducing the prevalence and visibility of harmful remarks. Twitter has for years faced criticism for the frequent spread of abusive and hateful content on its platform. And that's totally subjective to what someone would deem as abusive and hateful content. That's the biggest problem with it. It's subjective. It's subjective for you to take offense to something. doesn't, just because you took offense to something, it doesn't make it offensive. The impacts of which can sometimes extend into the offline world, especially content targeted at women and other marginalized groups. The last time everyone else is fair game for some reason. The last time Twitter announced a major slate of new anti-harassment features was in 2017, when it launched tools such as a safe search function and the ability to block potentially abusive and low-quality tweets from appearing in conversations. Yeah, it's like, just grow up. People need to grow up and say, oh, I can't see that because that will trigger me. It's you're fucking crazy. But recently, the company has been talking more about how to crack down on abusive behavior. In June, Twitter privacy designer Dominic Camozzi posted a thread detailing some early feature concepts the company was considering to prevent harassment, including the ability for a user to untag themselves in tweets and conversations, and the ability to stop anyone from mentioning them for several days. I don't really know why Twitter is, but they'll be gone soon. I do see something new coming along that's going to be better. Because if we talk about like the alternative to Twitter and like the likes of Facebook, will be the first one to go. Because they were on their way out roundabout when Donald Trump went in office. They were about to go out and then he got elected, so you had like fucking mental people on there. just going at each other, just spending their entire day on there, arguing with people. With the Safe Space tool, when a user turns it on in settings, Twitter's systems will assess incoming tweets. So basically, people are treating Twitter as their mummy and daddy. That will be just harmful to me if someone disagrees with me. So Twitter systems will assess incoming tweets, content, and the relationship between the tweet author and replier. If Twitter's automated system finds an account to have repeated harmful engagement, what is harmful engagement? Could someone say, what's harmful engagement? They just say these words without because it's all fucking subjective. It will block the account for 7 days from following the user's account, viewing their tweets, or sending them direct messages. Twitter spokesperson Tatiana Britt said the platform does not proactively send notifications letting people know they've been blocked. However, if the violator navigates to the user's page, they'll see that Twitter auto-blocked them, and the user in safe space mode, she said. The company says its technology takes existing relationships into account to avoid blocking accounts a user frequently interacts with, and that users can review and change blocking decisions at any time. For now, Safe Space mode is just a limited test, rolling out Wednesday to a small feedback group of English language users on iOS, Android, and Twitter.com, including people from marginalized communities and female journalists. I don't know why that matters. I don't know why it matters who the fuck's testing it. Just say people. Just say, oh, well, people are testing it. But I mean, Twitter will be the first to go. They're just lucky at the moment that there's so much that people can argue about online. That's the only really the reason why they have any sort of relevance. If it wasn't for all that, they'd be gone already. They would be gone. But it's better to just go with the flow. If you get kicked off of Twitter, fuck it. Just go and create a new account. It's not fucking difficult. But I'm not on there as much as a lot of other people. Because like I said, the people you argue with, you never change their minds. So it's just, so you end up just, well, let's just take the piss out of them, and that because that usually pisses them off. So you might as well just do that. But it's all this, oh, well, this is harmful, and this is, well, what's harmful, though? If someone says, you're a twat, in what way is that a harmful comment? But usually the people that want this, they're generally the people that go after people trying to cancel them and shit. And they've got a cheek to turn around and go, I'm being harassed. But I'm definitely not going along with calling it safety mode. It's getting called safe space, and that'll be the end of discussion. Oh, you use the safe space function, do you? I mean, most of us can tell what is harassment and what isn't. But it's just like, oh, well, just tell them to fuck off then. It's not. What's hard? But people just find it so easy to jump to, oh, well, I'm being attacked. I'm being literally attacked. I'm being assaulted. I am being assaulted through a screen. Because, like, somehow it's the Ring, and she jumps out the screen at you or something. I don't know what's going on in other people's houses, but usually when I'm looking at my phone, nothing jumps out at me, so... But they have all this sort of shit anyway. It's like when you scroll down comments and all that, it says these extra tweets have harmful content in them. You go down, there's nothing fucking harmful about it. But we've got a bunch of teenagers walking about going, oh, well, you need to have a trigger warning on this. Because these words might make me lose my shit or something. I don't know, but the safe space mode is on its way. So that'll be fun. I don't know. I don't know what you'd call it. But I think that's all I've got to say on that anyway. So if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.